In a surprising turn of events, President Donald Trump has publicly criticized Apple for shifting iPhone production from China to India. This move, intended to diversify Apple's supply chain, has sparked controversy and raised questions about trade policies and national interests.
Apple, as you know, is coming in. And I had a little problem with Tim Cook yesterday. I said to him, Tim, you're my friend. I treated you very good. You're coming in with $500 billion, but now I hear you're building all over India. I don't want you building in India. You can build in India if you want to take care of India, because India is the highest, one of the highest tariff.
During a speech in Qatar, Trump expressed his dissatisfaction with Apple's decision, stating he told CEO Tim Cook, "I don't want you building in India." He emphasized his preference for Apple to increase production within the United States.
Be upping their production in the United States, Apple. So Apple's already in for $500 billion.
Apple's move to India is more than a reaction to tariffs, but that's certainly a factor. It's a pivot away from overdependence on China, especially as relations between Washington and Beijing grow frostier. India, with its massive workforce, rising infrastructure, and pro-business government, is the ideal launchpad for the shift. But here's the twist. Apple isn't alone. Samsung has been ahead of the curve for years, operating what's believed to be the world's largest mobile phone factory in Noida, India. In fact, more than 90% of Samsung's smartphones sold in India are assembled there. Google is now preparing to manufacture Pixel smartphones in India for the first time, with production expected to begin by the end of 2025. That's a clear sign that Silicon Valley sees India not just as a market, but as a manufacturing powerhouse. And let's not forget Microsoft. While it's not building phones anymore, the tech giant is scaling its cloud infrastructure and hardware supply chain in India as part of a broader diversification push. Trump may be singling out Apple, but this is a full-on tech migration, one that could permanently shift the center of gravity away from China. And that has huge implications for the future of U.S. tech manufacturing.
Samsung has opened the world's largest mobile phone factory in India. South Korean President Moon Jae-in joined Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch the facility on the outskirts of New Delhi. The company says it'll produce 120 million units a year, ranging from low-end phones to its flagship S9 model. India's smartphone market grew 14% last year, overtaking the U.S. to become the second largest after China.
Big news coming from Google's annual India event. Google's latest Pixel series of premium smartphones will now be manufactured in India. Google intends to start manufacturing in India with Pixel 8, and the India-made devices are expected to roll out in 2024. The company said that it will partner with international and domestic manufacturers in India to produce the Pixel smartphones locally.
And I'm really excited today to announce the single largest expansion we have ever done in India by putting $3 billion additional dollars to expand our Azure capacity.
India's growing role in Apple's supply chain signifies a shift in global manufacturing dynamics. As companies seek alternatives to China, countries like India are emerging as key players in the tech manufacturing sector.
Apple is reportedly launching into its iPhone 15 production in India, according to Bloomberg, with the tech giant's supplier Foxconn set to begin prepping for delivery out of its India factory just weeks after shipments out of China began.
Apple's strategic move to shift iPhone production to India is not without its challenges. While the company aims to diversify its supply chain and reduce reliance on China, the transition has highlighted significant differences in manufacturing capabilities between the two countries. In India, reports have surfaced indicating a 50% rejection rate for iPhone casings produced by local suppliers, a stark contrast to the near-zero defect rates achieved by Chinese manufacturers. This discrepancy underscores the hurdles Apple faces in maintaining its stringent quality standards during the transition. Cost-wise, India offers advantages such as lower labor expenses and government incentives, making it an attractive alternative. However, the initial setup costs, training, and potential delays associated with scaling up production can offset these benefits in the short term. Apple is investing heavily in its Indian operations, with the expectation that over time, production quality will improve and economies of scale will be realized. The company's commitment to this shift reflects a long-term strategy to mitigate geopolitical risks and ensure supply chain resilience.
And one of the biggest contract manufacturers of mobile phones, Pegatron, it's called, Now it's ready to set up shop in India. Taiwan's government has approved $140 million investment in India by Pegatron. It's a major Taiwanese contract manufacturer. It makes Apple's iPhones and other electronic components.
Trump's criticism of Apple's strategic decisions highlights the complexities of global trade and the challenges companies face in navigating political pressures. As the world economy evolves, the balance between national interests and global strategies continues to be a contentious issue.
iPhone 13 Pro, these are the best iPhones we've ever created. iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max, the best iPhones we've ever created. And iPhone 15 Pro, these are the best and most capable iPhones we've ever made.
What are your thoughts on this controversy? Should companies like Apple prioritize domestic manufacturing, or is global diversification the way forward? Share your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more insightful content, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest releases.